What's happening? What's happening? What's going on? Tech is back. Tech is back. As y'all can see, Tech is back. So, what's good with y'all? Everybody tapping there. Everybody tapping in. I'm gonna give everybody a couple more minutes. Not even. So I got somewhere to be in about a half an hour. So I just want to come in here, tap in, and look at this technology chart right quick for all y'all investors and traders out there. I can't stress enough. Let me turn this down. Can't stress enough that you need to be able to look at these charts and know what you're looking at. And what we are looking at is the turn of the technology sector. Now, as you can see here, technology came down, and it's been in the hole for a minute. It's been in the hole for a couple months. It's been out of favor, basically. And what you want to do is, if you are a trader or investor, you want to be mindful of what they call rotations. Now, there's 11 different sectors of the stock market, technology being one of the 11. Nothing can function nowadays without technology. But at the same time, all the money is not going to flow into technology all the time. That's why they call rotations. So money flowed out of technology at this point. People were taking profits because, as y'all can see, if you look at this chart, look at that. This was the pandemic, when everything took this dip. But after that, look at that. It's not a straight line, because like I said before, on its way up, on any stock's way up, any growing company's way up, it takes dips on its way up. It takes dips on its way up. Dip. But on the long term, it's going up. On its way up, it takes dips, right? So, a lot of people around February, the end of January, February, up until recently, was crying about their technology stocks. And it's because a lot of us are new to the stock market, so they don't know that there's rotations, man. Rotations. So money flowed or rotated out of technology for a little bit, because you can't uninvest in technology. Everything runs off technology. So, but at the same time, people were taking profits because of that mean run I just showed y'all. People were taking profits. You got to take profits at some point and put your money where it hasn't had that type of a run up, somewhere where there's more profit potential, right? So that's what happened to technology. But what I'm showing y'all here is that money is flowing back into technology, as you can see by price going above the 20-day moving average. Not only is that happening, but look at all this volume. These green bars here, look at all that volume over the past couple weeks has been flowing back into technology. You feel me? But if you're not looking at this stuff, you don't know what's going on. So this is the NASDAQ 100. This is the top 100 companies in the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ houses majority, if not all, of the technology stocks, but the NASDAQ 100 is the top 100 stocks, or top 100 NASDAQ or technology stocks, or technology companies, should I say, that's being represented here. So if the top companies in the NASDAQ are showing this type of a pattern, pretty much all of the technology companies, or the top performing ones, are going to show this type of recovery. So that's what's going on. Anybody got any questions about that, feel free to tap in live with me. But this is what's going on. This is the technology sector. So let me think of a technology company that we can look at. It's probably going to show that same pattern. So let's look at what's a technology company we can look at? Let's look at somebody give me a technology company. Trying to think of one off the top of my head. Let's look at technology. Let's look at Nvidia. Yeah. That's semiconductors, but that's still NASDAQ. So, see, it's showing the same pattern as I just showed. Price going above the 20-day moving average. Let's look at the volume. Look at that volume. So this is what's happening right now. Technology is back. It's not that extreme on the RSI right now, so it might be a good look to take a bite out of Nvidia. But I would like to have caught it right at the cross up. But it's going to pull back a little bit, and then it's going to keep running. That's what usually happens. It'll cross, and then it'll pull back. It'll cross and then pull back, just like here. It crossed and then pulled back, and then it ran. So this crossed, it's going to pull back, and then it's going to run. Especially with all this volume we have here. All this green volume, and it's a lot of it. So typically what happens is, when you have volume spikes like this that is damn near double the previous weeks, it's gonna go past. I like Nvidia past 148. So I want it above resistance, because you want to get it when it crosses above its previous resistance, and there's nothing else above it. There's nothing else above this resistance. So it's going to blast off as soon as it crosses 148. It's going to blast off. GameStop, I ain't beat for GameStop. I ain't beat for GameStop. I don't do the meme stocks, man. GameStop, and that's one thing I'm going to probably do a video on, as far as what's your thesis. Invest in something. You can't just be investing in something and don't have no story behind why. So my thesis on GameStop, why I don't want it, why I'm not even playing with it, is because, yeah, volatility is crazy. But my thesis is, for one, it's a brick and mortar game store. For two, people are downloading their games. Not only has it started, but it's going to do nothing but be even more prevalent. Like, I don't have to go to the store to get a game. I can just download it right off my system. So PlayStation has that. Xbox has that. I forgot what their store is called, but you don't have to go to the store anymore to get games. Like, who has physical games? Like, when you can just download it. So that's going to be more and more of a thing going forward. So why would I want to invest in a company that has physical games? Like, it doesn't make any sense for me to do that. Like, what's the future in a brick and mortar store that sells video games when you have all these other stores via download right from your system? So that's my 2-minute story on GameStop, and I recommend anybody on here or watching this later get a thesis behind your investments. The guy, I learned I learned that from not only from experience, but I also read it in One Up on Wall Street by, what's the guy's name? One Up on Wall Street by Peter Lynch, and he calls it the 2-minute story. So if you can't give me a 2-minute story, sweet. Yeah, man. Nike, DraftKings is the future. Nike ain't going nowhere, and especially with all this new money out here. Yeah, all this new money that people have from unemployment benefits and stimulus. People have a lot of money to spend, and Nike is a beneficiary of that. One of the beneficiaries. DraftKings, online gambling, and it's gonna do nothing but keep getting bigger. You can't legally gamble in every state, but Vegas started it. Then AC, I think it was Vegas and AC, so that's New Jersey and Nevada, and each state at a time is going to be allowing gambling. So that's only more and more upside for companies like DraftKings and Penn National Gaming. So Penn National Gaming, DraftKings, those going to be some dope long-term investments. So yeah, keep that in mind. So the gambling industry, just like the weed industry, is just going to grow from state to state, and anybody who's an early investor in that movement is going to benefit. So so technology is back. Anything that's involving the reopening is back. You can see what AMC is doing. AMC going crazy. All the places that's gonna, I guess, benefit from people being outside. You know what I mean? Like the airlines, the cruise lines, like all that shit is going to pop. All of it. You just got to think long term and know what you're looking at when you're looking at this chart. Because I'm showing you an example of the technology sector right now. As you can see here, the price moved above the blue line, which is the 20-day moving average. And that's bullish, especially with all this volume. That's damn near double the past weeks. So when you see that and this crossover, it's lit. But I like it above 648, which was the previous resistance. As soon as this crosses, because right now it's 628, I like it above 648. I like it above 648, and it's off to the races. You feel me? So, yeah, that's all I wanted to do. Come here and tap in, let you know tech is back, as well as anything that's involving the reopening of America. You dig? Everybody outside. So, where you think people gonna be spending their money? Like, they're gonna be out in the restaurants. Like, all these places have stocks. These are companies. They all have stocks. So while they eating, you can eat. You know what I'm saying? So anybody feel free to tap in with me at Breadwinner Society. We go over all this on a weekly basis. We call out plays. We read the same books. And it's just a community of like-minded people. So feel free to click the link in the bio. Come holler at us. Tap in. That being said, see you on the next one.